Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 126. And here we go. I'm going to tell you all about what's going on here. And so I decided to go to a place called Rockford, Illinois. Rockford, Illinois has a new casino called the Hard Rock Rockford, and they have been open for about a year. For the month of May, they had a special that I didn't find out about until about a week ago. If you recall, I was at my daughter's softball game, and the special is if you get a jackpot of any kind on a Tuesday within the month, and you're playing rated with their card, and you tell them that you want to take advantage of the special, you will get free play starting the next day in an amount equal to the amount of your jackpot. So if you hit a $2,000 jackpot, you'll get $2,000 in free play the next day. So that's what I was taking advantage of yesterday. I thought it through. I thought, let me go with a $25 Dragon Link, which is not a beatable machine. I look like a ploppy that way, and it'll be easy to hit that. I did it at a $1 denomination because the $1 denomination has a $1,000 mini jackpot and a $2,500 minor jackpot, which are real easy to hit. And so before that, I had come out a couple days before and created a card, and then I put some points on that card. I ran a few $1,000s through. Made a small profit, which was not the problem. It was not the goal, but the goal was to create a card that was not brand new. So maybe it's less risk of having a problem. And some friends of mine, or at least one friend of mine, had been here before me, and you can tell them which jackpot you want to use for the special. And he said no to the first two because they were smaller, and yes to the third one, which was a 5K jackpot. And they ended up backing him off, basically. They paid him the jackpot, but then they told him that he's under investigation, and now it's been over a week, and the investigation is not over. With this special, you have 2 weeks to use the free play before it disappears. So he's running out of time, so hopefully he can get that resolved soon. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. So I came back yesterday and played that slot and ended up winning $1,625, and then left. And so today I came back to pick up the money, and I lost my card. So now I'm going to bring more attention to myself by going to the Players Club and getting a new card made. So we'll find out if it's a problem. My friend also did the same special with me. He won $2,900 on his jackpot. He just walked in ahead of me, so we'll see if everything is cool with him. So overall, all we want to do at this point is walk in, get our free play it through, and get out of the casino. We don't want to have any kind of conflict, any issues. I'm not playing anything else. I'm not checking advantage machines, nothing. All we want to do is get our free play and get the hell out. So that's what's going on right now. I am about to go into the casino, and we'll see what happens here. So my friend just walked in about 2 minutes ago. He hasn't walked out, so there doesn't seem to be any immediate issue. Doesn't mean anything yet, but let's see what happens here. I'm going to hop in there, go stand in the Players Club line. Oh, I don't want to bring more attention to myself. Get a new player's card. I don't understand what I did with that thing. The most important thing I was going to have all day, and somehow it disappeared. I don't know where it went. And we'll get a new card and see what happens, and I'll come back and update you. All right, guys, I am back. Interesting development here. So, like I said, I didn't have my player card, so I went in and had a new one made for me. And that was no problem. She made it for me, and I decided what I was going to do is play a $9 per spin machine, not an advantage at all, in the high limit area. So I go to the high limit, put my card in, I have $15 in free play. I assume that was from signing up for my card 3 days ago. I play that through, and I thought, well, most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to play the $15 and then go back into the free play, and the $1,600 will be there. So I did that. It's not there. Tried a different machine. It's not there. So I go back to player services. Now remember, I don't have a problem because they took my ID this morning to get me a new card, and they didn't say anything was wrong. No one walked up to me, no issues, nothing. So I go to player services, and I said, I won a jackpot yesterday. She's like, oh, congratulations. I'm like, yeah. I was just waiting to see where my free play was, and it's not there. And I was just wondering what time it's going to be there. And she says, oh, they're working on it. They're putting it on. And a lady comes out of the back, and she's like, I'm working with my manager right now on putting them all on there. They'll be on there sometime today. Okay, well, that's very interesting that it's going to be on there sometime today. But I have a flight in 6 hours from a place that's 2 hours from here. And I have to get there a little bit early to return the rental car and check in and everything. So what am I going to do here? So I didn't say that, but I'm like, okay. And I walked away. So then I went and played a couple just machines here and there just to put some play on there. And I actually found one that was a real advantage play. And I played that one also. I mean, it was right there. It was obvious. I mean, any person would have played it. And I ended my session ahead, $47. But now, what do? I'm tied down to this area. I almost can't even, the nearest casino to here is an hour away. So what do? Do I go an hour away and then come an hour back and hope it's here? And if it's not here, what do I do? So big predicament here. And it could be on there right now. I mean, if they're entering them in right now, how many did they have yesterday? 100, 200, 50? I have no idea how many they had. Will it be 20 minutes or will it be 5 hours? I didn't want to push the issue with them. But what am I going to say? I'm flying out of here. I flew in here just for this. It's kind of hard to do that. So that's the predicament I'm in. I'm up $47, but now I'm tied down to this area. I can't go anywhere or make any money. I got to think it through. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you. All right, I just did my calculations here. Worst case scenario, if I want to be on time to return the car and to catch my flight and make it home, I need to leave that area in 4 hours. So within 4 hours, I got to be out of the area. So should I go to another casino an hour away and then come back an hour? That is the question. And then if it's not on there, what do? I mean, it's good for 2 weeks, but do I come back in a week and play it? Or what do I do? So that's what's going on with me right now. That's what I'm up against. Do you find someone in the area to play it for you? I don't know. So I'm going to think this through here, and I'll be back and let you know what happens. Life is always an adventure, isn't it? So here's what I decided to do. I decided to head toward the airport I'm going to be flying out of an hour to go to a casino and then fly or drive further from the airport I need to go to by an hour to get back here again. And hopefully the free play is on my card. And then I'll have an hour at that point to play the free play before I have to leave and drive 2 hours back to the airport, drop off the car, and then catch my flight in time to go home. If it doesn't work out, I will have to fly back out within the next 2 weeks to play my free play, which I really don't want to do. So hopefully this works out And honestly, I probably would put this episode on hold and not publish it until that free play is played out, because all the information I'm putting in here. But let's talk a little bit, since we're disclosing everything here, let's talk a little bit about where I've been and what I've been doing. On the 26th, I went to, the first casino I went to was the, that can't be right, hold on. On the 25th, I flew into Chicago, which is much better than driving all day to get there. And I went to Aurora, Illinois, to their Caesars Casino, which is the one I said was garbage, and made $51. Then I drove to the Hard Rock in Rockford, Illinois, and got my card and gave them free play, or gave them play, and made $96. Then I went to a place called Ho Chunk, and I didn't know which Ho Chunk it was until last night. It's called Ho Chunk Madison, and I played there, and I really liked that one, but by the time I was there, it was like almost 2 a.m. and closing time, and I made $45. Then I woke up in that area, and I went to Ho Chunk, Wisconsin Dells, so I spent the day in Wisconsin, made $36 at the Dells, went to Ho Chunk, Toma, and lost $282, went to Ho Chunk, Black River Falls, and made $107, went to Ho Chunk, Nakusa, and made $455, went to Ho Chunk, Wittenberg, and made $95. Then I went to a place called North Star Mohican Casino and made $80. Then I went to Mino Mini Casino and Resort and made $3. Then I went to Oneida and played that double-deck blackjack and made $100. And then I went to Potawatomi and played blackjack there, made $100, and made $53 on slots. Then yesterday, since I got my hotel in Rockford, I went to Hard Rock Rockford and made $13.58. Then I went to Ho Chunk Madison again, made $72. And then with my friend, then I went to Rivers. Let's see. After Rockford, I guess, I went to Madison by myself, came back to Rockford, picked up my friend, and we went to Rivers, where I made $45. And then we went to a place called America's Place, where I made $233. And then Potawatomi, again, made $400 on the blackjack, made $6 on the slots, made $4 on the poker, and then came back to Rockford. Did not play the casino because I didn't want to have my face shown too much there, which is the problem I have now. I don't want to walk in 5 times checking to see if my free play is there. So we're going to wait till the last possible minute and check to see if the free play is there. If not, we'll have to abandon it and come back within 2 weeks and play it then. So, unfortunately. And I hope me playing that $15 today doesn't trigger a timer, because places like Caesars, once you play your free play, you start to play it, you have 72 hours to finish playing it. I don't know if this would be considered the same thing, or if there is no timer, or what the deal is, but I really, really, really would like to get it done today. I checked with Southwest. There are no more flights going out after my flight tonight, so I have to do that. Plus I have to return the rental car. So in order for me to get to work tomorrow, the only other way would be to change the rental car to return it where I live, then cancel the flight, wait here all day, hope that the money gets on there. When it gets on there, drive home over 8 hours, and then drive to the airport, actually, return the rental car, and then take a shuttle to my car, and then drive home. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully the money is there when I get back, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So Yeah, I really don't want to do all this extra hours and hours of driving, but I got to make money, and I'm not going to play blackjack at this casino and risk losing my free plays. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. So I was on my way to Rivers Casino, which then I just realized I don't really like that place very much. We were there yesterday. I don't really like it, and so I started looking at the map to see what else was close by, and Grand Victoria, which is that Caesars property, was nearby. I had just passed it and didn't even realize it. So I turned around. It was like 11 minutes away. Went there and looked around. Parking structure is like 3 levels tall. The 3rd level is outside. It's raining. So I parked on the 2nd level and then walked up the steps 1 level to like a walkway to the casino. It's really weird. And then you have to go down a level to get to the casino. I walk in the casino and I'm looking around. Took a lap all the way around and then another half lap looking at machines and didn't find anything that was in range. But I noticed that there was a blackjack table that had potential. So I came back around and went to that table. And when I was here before, almost every table was 6 to 5. Right now, there's one 6 to 5. There's one 3 to 2 $25 table, and it was full. And then there was a 3 to 2 $25 table that had no one on it. So, of course, brand new shoe. I sat down there. They had the card spread, so I sat down. I cut the deck, cut the shoe, I guess. But start playing, and first hand I get a 20. Dealer gets a 20. Second hand, oh, did I just miss my exit? Yeah. Second hand, count goes down more. I win a few hands. The next couple hands later, I get a 20. Dealer gets a 20. Couple hands later, no, next hand after that, I get a blackjack. Dealer gets a blackjack. I'm like, okay, so now we're at a running minus 18. We're 1 deck into a 6-deck shoe. The guy laid down the cut card over the shoe to measure where to put the cut card, which would put it at like between 1.5 and 1 3/4 decks, which is very bad. So what's my chances of having a good recovery and a good positive count when I'm at a running minus 18, 1 deck in, and we're only going to play another 3 decks? So I decided to get up and leave, and I hadn't played much, but I mean, give me a break. What am I going to do? I can't switch to another table. There's a 6 to 5 table, so I walked away plus 93. So I'm leaving the casino, looking at my phone, trying to figure out if there's anywhere else I want to go, since I don't want to go to Rivers. I decided to go to Aurora, which is a Hollywood Aurora, which I thought this one was Aurora, Illinois, but it's Elgin, so I guess they're not very far apart. So I'm standing at the top of the steps, getting ready to go down 1 level, and then go to my car, and I hear, "You got to be kidding me." And I look up, and it's the Flash, and he had come here, and he's like, "How the hell did you get here so fast?" I'm like, "Yeah, I already got here, I already played, and I'm already leaving." And he asked me what the conditions were, and I told him, and he's like, that's not great, what am I going to do? I should go in, look around, maybe you'll find something, and but I'm getting out of here. So walked away, went to my car. Right now we are going to Hollywood Casino, Aurora, Illinois, and we're going to play some blackjack there, hopefully. We're going to play some slots there, hopefully. And then I have about an hour here, and that will put me, right now it's noon, that will put me at 1 o'clock. And then it'll take me an hour to get back to the Hard Rock, which will put me at 2 o'clock, and that will leave me like minutes to play in there and leave. So maybe I should just spend like 45 minutes in here and see what happens. Right now it's 1:20, but it'll be it's 11:20, but it'll be noon when I get there. So we'll see. Maybe spend 45 minutes, head back to the other casino. Hopefully everything is there. We play it through, and then we head toward the airport. So that's what's going on right now. Interesting day. I'm not scared about it. I think if there was an issue with my account, they would have said something at the member services. They would have said something at security. They would have said something after that when I was playing machines. So I think everything is fine, and what they're telling me is true. A little nerve-wracking because I don't want to have to come back here again in a week. But the other choice I thought would be cancel the flight, drive home, just return the car at home. So that would give me till about 10 p.m. There's no way it's not going to be on by 10 p.m. It'll just be a really long, tiring day, but we'll see what happens. So that's what's going on right now. Heading on to the next casino, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back and just left this casino, heading back to the Hard Rock. Hopefully everything will work out. I'm right on time, basically, by the time I get there. So I go in here and look at slots and don't find anything. Look at blackjack, find a table, and there's a guy comes to the table. There's already two people at the table, but I sit down anyway, and it's a $20 table, kind of odd. There's a lady with like tattoos on her knuckles dealing. Younger girl, she's all right, but just a description. They're like handmade ones, you know, the real skinny ones that someone makes for you on your knuckles. So I'm playing. I buy in for 300, and I'm playing like 25 to 125, just a small spread. Guy comes to the table with two $500 vouchers, and his name is like Sennis, Sennis, which, when I saw that on the voucher, I'm like, that's weird. If you turn your name upside down, it's the same. And if it's backwards, it's the same. And no matter what, it's the same. It's kind of weird. But palindrome, is that what that's called? Anyway, he's playing 500 a hand, and he's getting blackjack after blackjack. He's just flat betting 500. And they have two side bets, the +3 side bet for like a 3-card poker hand, and then the top 3, where you can get up to whatever, 270 to 1, I think, on that one. And he's playing $25 on each of those and $500 on the main hand, and he's killing it. And they asked him, how much did you buy in for? He said, I went to the cage and bought in for $8,000. Someone they're very familiar with. Anyway, long story short, ups and downs, table got busy. Every seat was filled on that table. I got up plus 100, and I get in my car, and I have a call from like a local number in where I live, and Mike had said that he was going to have his sister call me. So I thought that was the sister, and I missed the call. I checked the voicemail, and there's a voicemail from American Express. So I call American Express back. You remember, I was arguing with them because I found out later, after I booked the thing, that I could have gotten 35% off on my points. And I used like 270,000 points for this trip. And they said they should have given me, or they could have given me 35% off, and they didn't. And that was sparked because I had called because I didn't get my $35 back for my American Airlines bags that I paid for. It was 2 times that I paid it, so it was $70. So I called about the 70. I find out about these points that I could have gotten back. Well, the guy informs me that he can't give me the 70 back, even though the American Express card has a $495 annual fee, and I was charging like $20,000 to $30,000 a month on this card at one point. Anyway, actually, not that one, maybe like 15 on that one. Anyway, but he does inform me that they did refund my 35% back in points that I should have gotten before. And so I just went in there, and I've got a balance of $9 that I owe on it because my kids back up their phones and stuff on there. But then I go to membership points, and I see 97,325 points. So I'm very happy about that. That's worth like whatever, $125, $1,250 in travel, I believe. So I got 97,000 points because of something that really was kind of a mistake. I had done it wrong. I didn't set the airline when I did the bags, which I didn't realize you had to, and you really shouldn't have to, but whatever. And because of that, I had called and we went down this rabbit hole, and they ended up giving me those points. So I'm trying to see here from my rewards summary. Yeah, they refunded me 94,998 points. So that's pretty cool. So at least we have that. Right now, heading to the Hard Rock. Hopefully everything is there, and we can play this through. And I got to run out of there after that and head back to Chicago so I could fly home. And it's going to be close. So hopefully it's there. I can run through this real quick, get my money, get out of there, and get home tonight. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. How did it go, MW? Well, here's the thing. I go in there, and I go straight to the high limit area. I put my card in, and it says, "Hi, Joe," and it says, "Download." So I hit download. I put in my PIN, 0001, because I'm number 1. And it said, "You have free play, $1,625. I was like, all right, let's go. And I was playing this machine that I played before that was $9 a spin. I figured I had 181 spins. So I played that through, and it actually paid terribly the whole way through. I ended up with a profit of $913, so plus 913. Then I thought to myself, well, as I was spinning it, this wheel came up, and some casinos use this company for promotions where you put so much money through the machine, get so many points in a day, and you spin this dumb wheel that you always get $5 or $10 on, even though I was playing big. So this wheel pops up, and I'm like, huh, that's pretty interesting, because it's not supposed to pop up. I'm playing with free play, not supposed to count toward that, but it did. So I spun that. It paid $10, which I ended up playing on a different machine because I did that at the end. And actually, it ended up with 913. Yeah, 913. So then I thought, well, if it let me spin that wheel, then maybe I'm accumulating points. So I went to the Hard Rock shop, and I said, I just got this card a couple days ago. I probably don't have anything, but can you check? And she said, you have $13. I said, that's beautiful, and you get a discount because you have a Hard Rock card. So I got a couple keychains for some of the kids that didn't get a gift already, and t-shirts and stuff like that. So now every kid has got something, and some of them will have a choice of which one they want also. So I think we're all good. Something for everybody in the house except the dogs and the fish and the neighbor's wife, but everybody else got something, and overall was okay. Now they did talk about maybe they'll do this again sometime. I don't know if they will or not. Seems like everything was done manually, so probably a big pain for them to do it, but it might have brought them some business. So yeah, so right now I am heading to Midway Airport. It looks like I'll be in the car lot by 4:30. That still gives me enough time to go check in and get to the gate, and hopefully get some food on the way out there as well. So that's our plan right now. It's cloudy. Looks like some rain is coming in. Hopefully not, but we're heading right to the airport, or right to the car rental place. Going to get some food, and then go to the airport and fly home, and everything will be fine, hopefully. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up. What a big relief. After hearing all these stories, man, about all the things that happened to other people, and I know people who know those people, and I know the lawyer who's representing those people because there's a lawsuit now. So there is no way that any casino can say, if you do this, we'll give you this. And then you do that, you fulfill it. They give you a hand pay. They don't back you off when they give you the hand pay. And then later on, they back you off. That's wrong. It's part of the contract. You got to give them the free play, or you got to give them the cash value somehow, which I would suspect would be like 70 to 85%. So unless they say free play is not worth anything anywhere else, but I think that would be a very weak stance and they would lose in court. So that's what's happening right now. I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I have a little bit of time here, even though I have no time. I'm on my way to the airport, and just traffic is so bad. 40 miles, an hour and 55 minutes. And right now I have 4 miles to go. It's 20 minutes for the 4 miles, and I still have to get fuel, and that will put me at the airport like with very little time left. I'll have enough time to return the card, take the shuttle back to the airport, go through security, and probably end up at the gate right when they're loading up. So I can do our segments right now. What did you eat today, MW? Today I had the Wendy's. It has a 2 for $7 thing for 2 Dave's singles. And I did that without a bun, added bacon, which I didn't get. And then I called them and ended up getting a credit for next time because I didn't get the bacon on there. And it was okay. I'd give it maybe a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. I was kind of let down a little bit because the bacon wasn't there, and the one I had recently was so much better than this one. But that's that. And what did you tip today, MW? Yeah, today I played 1 session of blackjack, 2 sessions of blackjack, and I tipped them $0, and I tipped $0 to everybody else. So everybody gets 0 all around. Zeros for everybody. So no money there. And yeah, right now it's just hopefully we can make it to the airport. I'm on the last flight home. If I don't make it, I'm gonna have to go back to the car rental company and rent a car and drive home, and that would take till morning. So hopefully I can make it here. I don't know why traffic is so bad, but yeah, we're just crossing our fingers here. So that's what's going on right now. Going to get some fuel, return this car, and head on home. And I'll keep this open in case something else happens. So I'm going to say goodbye right now, but there may be something after this too. So for now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time. See, guys, I knew I was going to add on to this. Just landed, got to the car. I'm going to go pay for the parking right now. And then there's a casino nearby to the airport. We're going to go there, try to make a quick buck, and then we're going to head home and get some sleep for tomorrow. So, insert your ticket. Okay. So that's what we're taking care of right now, and I will be back. Alright, guys, we'll wrap it up with this. I went into this place real quick, in and out, in just over 30 minutes. Only played 2 machines, or was it 1? Let me think. Yeah, it was actually, I only played 1 machine at 2 different levels, and actually went pretty well. And I ended up leaving the casino ahead $201. So plus 201, playing just the 1 machine. There was another one that was kind of taunting me when I first walked in. Please play me, it's so close, but it wasn't close enough, so I let that one go. I was strong, I held tough, I didn't play it, and we'll fight again tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, go in the office. After that, we'll find a way to get some work done. I want to travel tomorrow. I don't know if it's possible, but I want to try. So tune in tomorrow. We'll see what happens. See you next time.